It is not an exaggeration to say Avatar the Last Airbender is the single greatest piece of fiction to ever grace the planet we walk. That original series is Hall of Fame, and look, Korra is too. This is probably my most rewatched series of all time, Avatar Extras included. And this whole movie situation has got me in a major Avatar mood. Everything about the situation sucks, but Avatar in general is back in the conversation, which is nice. This also reminded me that this series has the single greatest prison escape episode in all of fiction. The boiling rock is legendary! Everybody's individual Zuko episodes were so goated, and that was such a creative way to solidify his relationship with the gang. Everybody got a Zuko episode, except Toph. Toph didn't even really need a Zuko episode. She was the one that was the most cool with him joining off rip. Regardless, a Toph Zuko adventure would have been lit. But the boiling rock was different. Sokka is on a mission to save his father, and Zuko's ready to help him restore his sense of honor. Sokka and Zuko have such an opposites attract type of chemistry, and seeing that take center stage for this event was beautiful. Sokka's always on 1,000, and Zuko's always so mellow and chill. Well, nah, Zuko get active as hell too, just in a more angry way than Sokka. Sokka was also a lot more serious than usual in these episodes, because the stakes were insane. Bro, this was literally Sokka's like moment of redemption. If you see My Hero Academia, Sokka felt the same way Momo did when she was like, bro, I'm supposed to be the plan guy, and I f***ed up. It's my time to redeem myself. This is like, all I have is my brain, and my brain failed us, and so I need this bad, bro. I need this bad. But even in a super serious setting like this, he's still gonna find a way to be funny, dude. I swear this kid is Joy Boy. Avatar's greatest strength over its beautifully fleshed out world, its Hall of Fame power system, and its legendary OST is character. Hello Next always say character is everything, and I genuinely mean it. The word chemistry don't even begin to describe what watching the gang interact with each other is like. It's genuinely the funnest, most entertaining thing ever. Everybody's just so excellently written, it make me want to shed tears. And this episode especially is all about character. Everybody's personality gets to just boom in this episode. But it's not even just this episode, it's just the fact that we're in such a different setting that seeing the characters who do show up in this episode, seeing them in this bottle type of, setting, fantastic. Sokka and Zuko's conversation on the war balloon will forever be one of the best talks in the series. This is really two people bonding over the insane f***ed up shit they've been through this early in life. The prison itself is literally the Fire Nation's version of the raft, but the volcanic boiling hot water is a crazy addition. They lucky they didn't have any waterbenders in there. That had to be on purpose though. Nobody's staying at their job after getting boiling hot water flung at them. Pressurized water at that. These niggas are genuinely blessed that Katara was not there. Especially Katara pre-Southern Raiders episode, pre-I Found Peace, getting bloodbent. Like, it kind of would have been on easy mode, I'm not gonna lie. If Hakoda could waterbend, GG's. Also, shout out CHIT SANG. Was he stupid as hell for getting caught escaping like that? Yes. But he got locked up in the first place for a real reason. I gotta respect it. He wrote a bunch of books speaking out against the Fire Lord and got sent to the highest security prison for that. Ozai don't play. Golly! Oppressive regimes always start off by banning books, so it makes sense. I wonder if the US has been banning any books. I wonder. But CHIT SANG ultimately retains his real badge after getting caught, because he very easily could have snitched on them. Look how they were torturing him, bruh. This is inhumane. I love that Zuko and Sokka did the classic prison infiltration trope of disguising his guards, but Zuko got caught. Sokka had to lock the in and think of a way out for them quick. Bro, Sokka's brain is so goated, dude. I low-key should have put him in that big brain video. Even when he's not thinking through, it ends up working out. And then he's still able to spawn a fire plan in the moment too. He on his Fire Emblem Robin tactician this whole episode, and you love to see it. His first escape plan was solid as hell, and it would have worked if they went through with it. CHIT SANG literally would have made it out if he was just patient. Not gonna lie, I probably would have done the same thing. You see how hot that water was? Sitting in a metal cooler? There was nothing cool about that half cylinder they were stuck in, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He sold, but I can't even blame him for selling, bro. I can't blame him. That shit was hot as hell. It's cool that their first plan was to escape through water and their second plan was to escape through the skies. That's thinking outside the box. Sokka also doubts himself after his big plan on the day of Black Sun failed, so it feels like he's second guessing himself all throughout these two episodes. But Zuko lifted him up again on some Lyro timing. That's beautiful parallels. Of course, the greatest mentor in the history of storytelling is gonna influence Zuko to spread that same motivation to his friend. Like, even when Aro's not there, his heart bleeds just onto everybody around him, bro. Also, I'm so glad Zuko was the one to get caught and not Sokka, because that made so much more interesting. Of course, everybody's gonna know who the unworthy prince is, but the warden being May's uncle was that cherry on top. Genuinely, what goes through your head in a moment like this? Like, book 3 Zuko is just like that nigga having to just deal with the repercussions of his decisions on both sides. Him having to talk to Suki and Suki being like, yeah, you burned my village down last time I seen you. He's like, I gotta hold that. I gotta carry that. Him talking to the warden being like, I gotta hold that. I gotta carry that because he did break May's heart. He did destroy Suki's village. You feel me? So it's like, damn, bruh. You did a lot of like Zuko's redemption is not just about what's going on inside, right? That's what a lot of it is, but it's also the external stuff. And him having to like wrestle with the fact that like, yeah, your family and you by extension also from book 1 and pre, y'all did some crazy shit. Also, Sokka's reunion with Suki was wholesome as hell, even if she was ready to boom him. Bro, Suki put pain in during these episodes. Suki was on her Miles Morales, Peter Parker scaling the walls of the damn boiling rock to get to the warden. How did she do that? Who taught you this? I'm not gonna lie, we dead need a Kyoshi Warriors movie, please. But like, I'll probably take an Avatar Kyoshi movie over the Warriors getting a movie, but like, you know what I'm saying? You could throw them in there on some time skip or something. I don't know. They show the origin of the Kyoshi Warriors in this. I don't know. Suki and Sokka represent the pinnacle of what like non-benders are capable of in terms of like brain and brawn, bro. Suki and Sokka as a pair, unstoppable. But I don't really think we see them like on some duo shit. But yeah, everybody involved in this escape put work in to achieve the mission. Even CHIT SANG was still useful after getting caught. He started that riot immediately. No questions asked. This episode had every prison escape trope, bruh. I'm dead. We had our 2 protagonists disguised as guards, a failed escape, the warden being scary as hell, a riot broke out, etc, etc. It's crazy because when I watched this episode for the first time, I was a wee lad. So the boiling rock was like my first time experiencing a lot of these tropes, right? I had never seen no niggas disguise themselves as guards. So when I seen Luke and Han do that in Star Wars, I was like, wait, this is like the boiling rock. Like, for a lot of people, tropes in general can be played out, but if you know how to play with the trope, it can never be boring. Azula showing up is what really added stakes though. Azula is genuinely the villain of this series to me. Like, obviously, yes, Ozai is the big bad, but he's so larger than life and more of an idea than a character. Ozai represents the whole system in a sense. He is the Fire Nation. That tyranny, that pride, that self-centeredness, all of that hyper-nationalism, extremism, his personality is that the nigga is evil. Nigga slimed out his own pops, bro. Who is this guy? Whereas Azula has depth and actual personality. There's a clear explanation for why she turned out the way she did. But she is always scary when she shows up as a threat. This is the girl that literally put the Avatar on a t-shirt, so it makes sense. May and Ty Lee's betrayal is the only reason she didn't win in this episode. This team would have genuinely been fried otherwise. Bars. I also feel like this moment of her getting stabbed in the back by her only 2 friends was the beginning of Azula's spiral. These are probably the only people she's ever opened up to in her whole life, and this is how their relationship ended. Like, bro, we just had the beach episode where all of the Fire Nation teens are like opening up about their deepest childhood traumas. Zuko's like, I'm angry at myself, and Azula's like, damn, bro, my mom saw me as a monster. Like, she was right, because I'm really like that, but that shit still hurt. And so it's like, after having an episode as deep as the beach and then flash forward to the boiling rock, she's getting slimed out by her 2 closest friends. Bro, Azula, you can act as angry as you want. I know your heart is hurting. I know that shit had to have hurt. Like, this episode just does so much for these characters. But that's really every episode. Like, I genuinely cannot stress how excellent the character writing of this series is. Avatar is one of one. Like, study this shit. Avatar is one of one. May and Ty Lee's friendships with Azula were ultimately rooted in fear and not love. But yeah, the boiling rock is genuinely the greatest prison escape arc I've ever bore witness to. The extra cherry on top is these uniforms are low-key hard, but maybe that's f***ed up to say given what they stand for at this point. Also, yes, I'm still congested. I don't know how many videos in a row this is. Pollen season's still going, bruh. I fear I'm stuck like this forever, bruh. Please, bro, summer come. This episode gives us Zuko sauce, Sokka sauce, Suki sauce, Hakoda sauce, Azula, May, Ty Lee, and CHIT SANG sauce. The Boiling Rock is a Hall of Fame episode. I like to think Zuko went banned all of CHIT SANG's books as soon as he became Fire Lord. Also, the way Hakoda was moving this episode really showed us why he was the chieftain of the Southern Water Tribe. That nigga was on timing. Even the guards had hella personality too. Like, I genuinely want to study the character writing of this series to understand how they do do it so flawlessly. But nah, I should have put Zuko and Sokka in that prison escape vid too, because they went crazy this episode. I'm trusting Zuko and Sokka to help me escape, as long as they got Suki, Hakoda, and they can't forget CHIT SANG the god. Avatar the Last Airbender is already the greatest piece of fiction of all time, right? But there's also something so beautiful about the fact that most of us literally grew up with these characters. I was younger than the gang when The Last Airbender first dropped, and now with this new movie, I'm the same age as them. That's crazy and kind of beautiful too. We kind of got the timeline f***ed up with them being old as hell in Korra, but you get my point. It is so cool being able to grow with these characters. Also, look, I'm a fighting game demon. I really do this fighting game shit casually. So the fact that we're getting an Avatar fighting game, we used to pray for times like these, bro. Fighting games are up right now. Avatar is getting a fighting game. What? And it's good? And it's great? Bro. The way the FGC is talking about this Avatar game, these niggas are gassing it. Put it in my hands now. And they're announcing a bunch of DLC too, so that's gonna be great, because I don't know if it's that many characters on launch. But like, what if we get the adult gang in the game with some DLC timing? What if? But regardless, this game is gonna be fantastic. I'm getting it day 1, day 0. I don't even know who I'm gonna play. It's genuinely been impossible to pick a favorite character in this series, bruh. I don't know. Everybody's so great. I can't pick a favorite no more. So I literally have to try every member of the cast until I'm just nice with all of them. I just have to get nice with everybody. They got Korra characters in there too. Yes, I'm here for all of it. I am not one of them Korra haters. I forgot that I did a Korra video recently because this was trying to slander Korra name again. Watch the video. I'm not doing this again over here. Watch the video, okay? Put some respect on Avatar Korra. That's still the Avatar. But anyway, shout out to Boiling Rock. Shout out Avatar. And shout out you.
I can't feel my face right now. I'm burning up. I got this feeling that I won't come down. Like, got this feeling that I won't come down. Like, got this feeling that I won't come